Hello again, and welcome back to Marketing A Go-Go. This week, we're talking about something that can make a huge difference in your marketing and in your conversion. If you take a look right here, you look at looks kind of a gaudy button here. What's interesting is that every element of this works together, put together and executed properly, can actually increase your conversion rate by up to 300%. Up to 300%. That means if you're selling one, 300% more, right, means you're selling four for the same effort. So in this case, it's buy one, get three free. Let's take a look at this and look at the components. And by the way, the guy that developed this button lives out in Austin, Texas, a guy named Perry Belcher. If you go on Google Images and you put in Belcher button, you will see hundreds, if not thousands, of variations of this button. Now the thing is, to make it work to its maximum, all of these components need to be part of it. And if you skimp on any part of them, well, then it will affect the way that it performs. All right, so let's take a look at this. First thing you see here is an orange button. And notice this is an orange two-tone button. So it's more orangey at the top, kind of a little more yellowish down here at the bottom. Two-tone button versus a single color. Around that button is a border, a red border around the button. Okay? Important. The text on here is blue. Now, I actually took some liberties here, and, frankly, in fact, on this particular button, I might see a change in the behavior. We'll be testing that now. The number one thing to have on a button is add to cart. Add to cart. Buy now is another strong performer. In this particular case, I said, well, let's go ahead and put the product name that I have here on the button. That's performed well for me before. Okay, so in this case, I have the name, but whatever you have on here, navy blue text on your two-tone orange button with a red border. Okay, now you would think, well, that's pretty straightforward. Why do you need anything else? Tests have shown that if you take the text that you have here and you put a link down underneath with exactly the same text, a surprising number of people, they'll click the link rather than clicking the button. Why? Because the brain is programmed, the people who are online, they know what a link looks like. So it says right here, and there's a big button right here, but yet here's a link, so people will reach for the link to click it. Now in this particular case, it's all going to be one picture anyway, so honestly, it doesn't matter if they click the link, the button, the corner, it won't matter. Okay, so we have the button, we have the link right underneath with the same text. Down underneath here, you have pictures of credit cards. Credit cards. Oh, I can use Visa for this. Oh, my MasterCard will work. Oh, this one. Oh, I've got Discover, right? So pictures of the cards that you accept. There was an increased performance when you added this element in. Okay? Up here, a price struck through with a current price. What the first price does is establishes value. Oh, okay, well, this is $197 a month. Who establishes that value? Frankly, you do. Right? But the more realistic that value is, the more people will be able to relate to it. Right? If you come along and say, value here $2,000 or $10,000, and today it's only $27, right? That's not congruent. That's not congruent, because if something really was worth $10,000, nobody would be selling it for $27. Okay, so you see right here, though, just $197 a month. The event price here, $97 a month. Wow. So that's 50% off if I go ahead and take advantage of it here, at the event, which is where I had this. Okay, so we have a price establishing value struck through and an event price, or sometimes I'll use this and say today, whatever the offering price is for this day, for this offer for today. The last point, and frankly, this tends to get the most discussion, whether it's worth it or not, is this dotted red box around here. Why? Because it sort of makes it look like a coupon, right? You see coupons all the time. They've got little dotted line around there, right? So you put this dotted line around here. Oh, coupon, discount, value. These are all subliminal things, even if you don't come out and say that. Right? Now, all these things work together because they can see up here there's a discount. So here's a dotted red line that looks like, oh, it's a coupon. Cut that out. Take and present it. Save money, right? And combined, these things together have increased the conversion on campaigns up to 300%. Up to 300% more, so that's 3 more for each one I was selling. Absolutely staggering numbers from something so simple, because you're going to have a button there anyway. So the mind is a funny thing. There's all sorts of subliminal things that work here. So on your next campaign, rather than simply putting just a simple little button at the bottom, try out again what they call the Belcher button or some variation of it using these items as a guideline. Alrighty? Hey, thank you so much, and we'll see you on the next video.